Could you just talk a little bit about how the transition's gone so far over the last few months?
Man, it's been busy, but busy is good, and I think our guys have responded pretty well, favorably to the new changes and the new staff. And, I think everybody's really excited, about the direction and the vision moving forward, and plan is to still win a lot of games and win some championships. So, but these guys will be diligent in the way we go about our work, just doing it the right way, and just strengthening this brotherhood that Coach talks about on a daily basis.
Being a Lansing guy, what do you expect from Brandon Johns this year? What kind of leap do you think he can make?
Yeah, he's going to have to take some steps forward. I know Brandon has worked, hard this summer, and fortunately for him, I think there'll be some new opportunities, for him to put himself out there, to perform. But yeah, guys like him and Dave and Adrian and Colin, like a couple of those guys are going to have to take some steps forward in order for us to be good this year.
That freshman class from last year, they're now sophomores. What type of leaps have they made since the season ended?
Yeah, I think all of them have, all of them stayed this summer, that's the first good sign, because a lot of your major jumps are going to come between your freshman and sophomore year, and they work their butts off in the weight room with Sandman, and now in the more recent weeks we've been able to get our hands on them on the court from a coaching perspective. So that's been good to kind of see, their development. And I think more than anything, it's just like their confidence, because nothing is new to them anymore. Like they're just, they can play and flow out of instinct and less out of, all right, what's coming next. So, even with the change in leadership, I think all four of those young guys have responded and had a pretty productive summer.
Would you say they have more confidence now also because they're dealing with a new page in the book, because there's a new coach, the slate is fresh? Does that add to their confidence at all?
Well, I hope so. I think that's kind of to be determined. But I do believe for them that they see a new opportunity, to make a first impression. And, I know that they've worked hard to try to put themselves in a position to be more contributors this year. And like I said before, that we're going to need them to step up and be ready to go.
John Teskey is entering kind of an important year for him, and with a new coach, and everyone talks about how Juwan likes to work with big men as he did in the NBA, including years experience. Kind of, what do you kind of envision his role going to be heading into this year?
I think more of the same. I think John has to take some steps forward just in his presence out on the floor. I think last year was a great year for his confidence boost. Being able to be the guy, for us in the post. And I think he did a tremendous job of really stepping up. And now, even more so going into his senior year. It's crazy to be saying that, because I can remember when X and Ibby had just got here. It was my first year. And, for him to be a senior, between him, X, and I think Isaiah, and Eli, those are the core group of guys now that are going to lead the program moving forward.
What's the next step in Isaiah's growth this offseason?
I think his consistency, I think his confidence, a lot like John before, where he was playing more of a reserve role. We need him to be more Batman and Robin this year in terms of his ability to, be a starter. I think he's had a great lens, these last couple of years to really kind of, work on his game and be a major role, even though coming off the bench a lot of times for us. But now kind of asserting himself and still bring his versatility. I think his biggest strength for us is his versatility to play a couple of different positions, to be able to guard, a lot of different positions defensively. And so, I think, the combination of his confidence and consistency in play are things that are going to really help us this year.
I saw he was training with Micah Lancaster, the guy who plays like NBA players like
Yeah.
Oladipo, Kyrie. Have you seen anything that Isaiah has added to his game since the summer?
Well, I mean, I've been watching Zay for a long time, and a lot of the stuff that he's doing now, I kind of saw this is what I envisioned him being able to do as he matured as a player. And so none of it is really surprising where he's at, but it is very encouraging to kind of see him move with the confidence of a veteran guy out on the floor. And so, like I said, we're going to count on him to not just play a big role, but lead in a big way too. And so I think, when you lose guys like Charles Matthews, who's a very, very, very good leader for us, it's going to be important that vacuum get filled, and X, does a tremendous job, leading for us. But Isaiah and some of the other guys are going to really have to step up and really assert themselves and use their voice.
How are you guys as a staff sort of figuring out responsibilities and juggling different things now with the new staff? I mean, how far along are you guys in figuring out who's doing what?
I think we are. Some of it is just, Coach Juwan has kind of, doled out some responsibilities, but then some of it is just like, we've all been in the game for a long time in various capacities, and so you just do what you do, and I think that, for even as being new for Coach Juwan and H, there's still a lot of similarities in just the day-to-day function. And then I think where Coach Phil and I have been very helpful for them anyway, is just from a recruiting perspective, just helping them understand the consistency and the persistent way that you have to keep up with recruiting, because it's so fluid and it's always moving and changing. So, but I love our staff. I think we got great staff dynamic. The knowledge, that we have on our staff is second to none, and I'm looking forward to. I think we're all really looking forward to learning from one another, and I think when you have that kind of environment, some great things can happen.
Brandon was another guy you recruited. You mentioned being comfortable moving around.
Yeah.
Juwan said he can see some things in him physically, but he needs some more. He's going to try to put some more grit or some more dog in there. You noticing that too?
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, he needs some more gusto, to be able to really help us. And Brandon and I have talked a lot, throughout this summer, because I take his maturation process very similar to how DJ Wilson was. And I think going into this year, not that he has to have a DJ Wilson type of year, but he needs to be trending in that direction. And I think, for Brandon, it's just him understanding that he doesn't have to live up to any expectations. He just has to be the best version of him. And I think that, he certainly put the work in this summer. And, we're confident that, he's going to be a guy that we can lean on, certainly more than we did last year as a freshman, and, take some steps forward for us.